to say this director's name, so I'm going to put it up on the screen here instead. This movie stars Colin Farrell, Rachel Weisz, Jessica Barden, Ben Whishaw, John C. Reilly, and Léa Seydoux. This movie is set in a dystopian world where if you lose somebody that you love for whatever reason, whether it's because the person doesn't love you anymore or because the person died, you have to go to a singles hotel. This hotel gives you 44 days to find somebody to fall in love with within the hotel. And if you don't find somebody to fall in love with within those 44 days, you are turned into an animal of your choosing. When Colin Farrell's character, David, comes to this hotel with his dog that he says was once his brother, he tells the personnel there that if he doesn't find somebody to fall in love with within the 44 days, he wishes to be turned into a lobster, hence the name of the movie. Now, of course, does end up finding somebody to fall in love with, played by Rachel Weisz, and that's pretty much the film. I don't want to go into too much detail of this movie because I think the best way to go into this is not knowing a lot about this film, going cold with only the bare premise. And I really did like this movie, but I didn't like it as much as I hoped I was going to like it. Now, I love independent films, films from festivals. They are really good films. So I really liked the movie. The acting in this movie was really good from Colin Farrell, Rachel Weisz. These two had great romantic chemistry in the movie. The other actors were very good in the film too. Ben Whishaw was really good. John C. Reilly was great in the movie. Léa Seydoux I did like as well, and dark comedy that was in this film was done very well. The direction was great, the cinematography was really good. But there were some things I didn't like about this movie, particularly the pacing of the movie. The pacing was a bit slow at times. There were some times when it did drag. And Rachel Weisz's character doesn't come into the film till like the second act of the movie. So I was wondering when her character was going to show up in then there is the ending of the film. I didn't really like the ending. I thought the ending should have been done differently, in my opinion. My brother, when he saw it, he was able to see it before I did, since he lives in New York, and festival films get to New York quicker than they do here in Massachusetts. He liked the movie, and he did like the ending. I didn't like the ending. I thought the ending could have been different, but whatever. We all have our different opinions. But overall, I do think this is a good movie, and I do think people should check this movie out. I'm going to give this movie a B. It is worth seeing as a matinee, at least, and that's all I gotta say for The Lobster.